Speaking of Ish, you know the Black Hebrew Israelites?
Yeah.
This crazy cult. Right?
Yeah, of course.
So I was watching some of these videos to see what their arguments are because I interact with a lot of crazy cult stuff. And I kid you not, the guy was being serious. He said that they believe they're the true Jews, right? So he says that one way we can know this is because people that identify as Jewish, what does Jewish mean? It means you're kind of ish. We're the Jews. They're Jewish.
Damn.
That was an actual argument.
Yeah. That's
He was the head guy who came
Like,
up with that?
one of the top BHI guys, yeah. It was in my live
Is
stream.
that
that's Black
Dr.
Logic.
Umar?
No, Deacon something. He had like black dudes like to like add names, you know, and titles. So Deacon Bishop,
Yeah.
you know.
They can get away with
Yeah,
it.
so basically Amish, I don't know.
That's powerful logic.
Yeah.
That's like
High tier.
spelling is casting a
It's
spell.
casting a spell.
Yeah. That type of stuff.
And
they
Amish.
they love that.
Like, you guys want to do Amish stuff? They're like, let's see the black Amish. Nah, not that part. No. What do we got to do? Raise barns and churn butter and shit? And they're like, whoa. No.
We have a lot of Amish in Tennessee, and it's funny because people have this perspective that they're sort of holy and they keep these, but they're not. Like, they're totally degenerate. They'll steal shit. They steal my dad's mail all the time.
Really?
Yeah.
My dad would catch him stealing his mail and be like,
What the fuck
"You're
you doing?
religious." It was like,
Yeah, hey, Hezekiah, get back here with my fucking, my LL Bean catalog, you fucking
right.
prick.
Why do they steal mail?
my Talbots. I think they were thinking that if they just kept grabbing the mail, that eventually something cool would come. Like,
This guy,
just if I keep getting it,
this gang of cronies is
yeah,
just,
like they're actually they kind of act like a mafia.
Bunch of assholes.
I think Shane Gillis was saying that.
Yeah, I heard that clip. Yeah,
That they fucking I can't even imagine getting fucked with by like I'd throw like rocks at him and shit. But
Yeah.
you might get you fucking jacked up.
I'll tell you
by
how to bounce with them. I was filming something one time, and I was trying to mess with this dude at a picnic event. There was an Amish dude, and they will not be filmed. So if you really want to trip them out, like they're like Indians, like they think you're capturing their soul and shit. Like they will not be. Oh, stop filming. So if you really wanted to mess with them, just start
Nice.
filming them.
You can also throw if you fuck with a horse. You like throw caps on the ground and make snake noises, like, and the horse will be like, like that's how you fuck with a horse. Like, have you ever seen like a horse that's like someone's fucking with you? You're like you can you fuck with the ground, like you can
So
throw
you do with the Amish too.
That would
Yeah.
mess with their carts.
I mean, they
throws
stole your
their-
dad's stuff.
Throws their equilibrium off. Yeah, just follow the Amish around.
cart adventures.
What is this bitch doing?
And see,
Just having a fat ass. Have a nice rider's
already
ass.
focusing on something out in the distance.
This is not
This isn't
scary.
Amish. She's
I don't
in,
like
she's in
this.
yoga pants. This is
Yeah.
not Amish.
I don't want to see animals getting scared.
So your folks
How'd we
were
get here? Ben Ami,
You're-
Ben Israel?
I was looking at the leader of Black Israelite leader. I was trying to find it. I don't know.
well, they're on the New York street side right now.
There's a bunch of these. Yeah, like there's they always have these big titles, right? So like deacon something. Like if you type in deacon, comma BH Black Israel, but they're not called Black Hebrew Israelite. So if you say that, they get mad. I learned this because after making one video, I get like stream of comments now. All the Black Hebrew Israelites, I want to debate. I'm ready to debate right now.
Yeah.
Come on my show right now. Let's see what happens.
All right, let's
yeah.
do it. I'm gonna bring my kufi. Don't get mad.
This guy. He's like, I'm ready to debate your ass.
Sicario?
Yeah,
Cool.
Sicario.
Yeah, it's a great movie. I loved
It's
it.
a
I
good
thought
movie.
it was fantastic. Well shot.
Sicario was a great movie.
I thought it was above. I think it was
But yeah, so their whole argumentation is that
funny.
I thought it was going to be a really conspiratorial view of history. Like they're going to have some elaborate thing of like, oh, Turks were hiding us and we're the real Jews and it was all concocted. No, but it's actually just like, if you look in the Bible, you see a verse right here. It say, Jesus' hair like wool. What is wool? It's like my hair right here.
Nappy.
It's like, that's the level of
so
argument.
perfect.
Yeah.
And they will literally argue nappy. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Harvard level.
Can I touch it?
Like I was at least hoping.
Can I pick it?
I thought there might be like a creative sort of narrative of history, like I don't know, Tartaria or some shit like that.
It's
But
pretty basic.
it's just
It's
like,
even
it's
more
like,
than-
let me find a verse. There's like a Song of Songs where Solomon's like, "My beloved is black and ruddy" or something, black and beautiful. It's in the
That's
Song of
it.
Songs, right?
Yep.
Which Solomon had a black wife, so they're like, That's talking about us right there. That's talking about us right
That's
there.
Unk.
That was me.
Solomon the Unk.
That was exactly.
Damn.
So he says right here, David too says
So, yeah,
Moses can ball.
So they literally think the Jews are they Jewish. We Jew.
Huh.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
When you heard that,
Wild.
did you want to like jump into the ground?
Sometimes you're like analyzing stuff and you're in a good mood and you're having fun with it, but then you realize like this is so bizarre. I don't even know. I do a lot of debates, right? And sometimes an argument can be so dumb that like you're kind of stunned for a second. You're like, holy shit, that you really thought that?
It's like they're coming to someone like pulling their like genitals out in the middle of the thing because it's
Yeah,
that
weird.
it's that shocking. Where you're like, you can't be saying what I think you're
and they're
saying.
being serious, yeah.
Mm.
And then you start wondering, are they actually joking? Like, is this are they fucking with me?
Damn.
Anyway.
Any of these that you gravitate to? Which ones? Any of these that blow your mind as far as your favorite conspiracies that are like, holy shit?
Oh, we usually try to stick to grounded stuff, so I don't go too, woo-woo with it. But a lot of my stuff focuses on like espionage and talking about geopolitical stuff. So that's a lot of it. I mean, every now and then I'll speculate about crazy shit like maybe serial killers. Some of them have been programmed. So I don't know if you've heard of this, but the idea that some of them, because they were in the Phoenix program, which was the CIA's plan to create serial killers during the Vietnam War to fight the Viet Cong. So it was one of the early examples of like intense psychological warfare where you create like dead bodies that are drained of blood and they're hanging up, right? And so it's a psychological attack that had never been done before at this level. They were actually training like psycho-profiled vets to be in this program. And a couple of them have come back and ended up being serial killers. So some people theorize that there might have been more going on with the serial killers.
Now Nick is into the crazy. He likes the crazy stuff, but he does. You could probably blow his mind by breaking down some.
The serial killers. I've heard it, but like
That's one of the wild ones that I entertain. So
and then world leaders as far as like geopolitical coming around and fucking around over here. Like Meghan Merkel, you fucking around with her? Like her?
no, like more historical stuff. Like I'll lecture through older books that I'm kind of like I do people's homework for them. That's my selling point. You talk about selling points. That's my selling point. So I do your homework. You don't have time to read this boring ass 1,300-page book. You can buy my lectures on it.
Sirhan was
I think he was. Yeah,
he's a patsy.
I think so. Yeah,
Yeah. Turn around, shoot, polka dot dress.
that type of thing. Yeah, MK Ultra stuff. But yeah, like a lot of it might be boring. But I also talk about the crazy stuff too. So
Which one do you like, Sammy?
What
you have a favorite conspiracy theory?
Yeah,
favorite conspiracy theory?
Hmm.
I mean, you see the Manchurian Candidate with Denzel Washington? It is fast. It's fascinating. Mind control stuff is fascinating, I guess.
Absolutely. Yeah, a lot of that's real.
Occult practices done by celebrities and people in power. Is it strictly LARPing, or does it do something? Because I'll say I think it does something. I think it does something, and I think it's I just think it's very unwise to tamper with that stuff, because I don't think that whatever it is that you can get from that, it's not like you can get it in spite of what God wants.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I think, ultimately at the spiritual level, there really are, you can do things that cause things to happen at an energetic level, right, in this reality. So I would say there are people that will engage in extremely wicked actions.
So you can do things at an energetic, spiritual level to make things happen.
Yeah, I think, like it's like, participating in transferring various energies through actions. So the way they view it, like if you read people like Crowley or these Michael Aquino, these kind of ritual magic people, they think that you're channeling and directing energy to what you want your will to be. Whereas, so it's like a technology, but in the Christian sense, it would be more so you're aligning your will with God. So you're not like trying to make reality the way you want it to be. So, but they think that you have to kind of engage in both good actions and evil actions to have the full range of experience. So you got to master evil as much as good. And thus, like doing the worst actions can like send energy to certain people, places, events. So that's how they view it.
That's how it's viewed by Crowley, and I
Like
can't.
that type, yeah. And I would say amongst the actual elite, very wealthy people, some of the people believe that. I think some of them don't. They're just atheistic and pragmatic about it. But yeah, so I think you got like both things going on at a very high level. A lot of that cult stuff, though, I think is used for blackmail. So they get people in, they profile people, and you think you're gonna like tap into other dimensions from a butthole. Yeah, sure. And then we got dirt, right? So it's like an easy profiling way to, control people through figuring out what their proclivities are. So that's a big part of that cult stuff. But I do think there's legit like people that they really believe, if I engage in this action or if I cause a war or whatever, like it's really, causing things to change.
Do you think that that's true? Is this bothering you, by the way?
No.
If it does, let me know.
Okay.
Do you think that's true?
I think so. I mean, I'm not saying I'm not a ritual magic person, but I'm saying,
Of course, no. I'm just
saying that they're partly right in that evil actions have consequences and effects that definitely reverberate, on the spiritual plane. You can say. I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Frequency, sound, color, and energy waves.
Now we're getting this stuff turning into David Icke. Cheetah Ulrich,
Yeah.
the David Icke Cheetah Ulrich.
So 467 hertz in it. So I thought babies put a toddler in your mouth. But like playing, making like it's really funny like to see like the satanic artists of right now. It's like Lil Nas X, like the ones that are like really on the nose, like JoJo Siwa, like immediately now. This will seem brilliant in like a month. But like dressing up like a big saint, a fat silly Billy Satan is like the thing. It's very corny.
It is corny. It's weird. Like it used to be edgy, like in the 2000s when people were satanic bands.
Whoa.
Yeah, right. All seeing eye.
Yeah.
And then it suddenly turned like gay Satan stripping and like grinding on me.
It's just strange. Like even
It just
from a
went
costume
totally,
perspective, like even like that's just a bad costume. It looks like gold dust. Like it's just not a good costume. Like I could come up with something better. I always hated Kiss. I always thought Gene Simmons was a fucking a big homo, like a big pussy.
Kiss is terrible.
Kiss is awful. The music sucks.
Absolutely.
Gene Simmons is a fucking loser.
What's up with the Oddfellows?
It's like a Masonic-ish masonry.
Mason Light.
I discovered that recently. I thought it was like weird.
Yeah. There's a bunch of, by the way, I don't mean to be talking about black people the whole day, but I just found out about the Boule Society. I researched this stuff. I never even heard of this.
Is that the fancy the black noble elite?
Yes.
So like the Carters.
Look at Chris, spell it how you were gonna spell it.
No.
Boule. Like B-O.
No, but
like
he spelled society S-U.
B-O-O Laid. Boule.
Boule.
How do you spell it? Is it like French?
It's B-O-U-L-E, I think. You got to put that little gay thing on the E.
Boule Society.
Accent aigu.
The Boule Sigma Phi Phi.
Yeah, so it comes. It's
Rambling.
It's the Greek fraternity for like upper class black people. You're right.
Wow.
And then so this is
for them.
I think it started with Marcus Garvey, and then you've got I don't know, like probably Denzel. Like this kind of a
Jim Brown.
probably.
I think
probably.
the Carter family, the Brown family,
Okay,
the Jones family, and that's not up there. I'm just like the noble elite,
The noble
or black
elite.
nobility.
Not Marcus Garvey. W.B. Du Bois.
Yeah.
Black upper class.
Yes, yeah.
Chris, look up type in Boule Society.
Arthur
And
Ashe.
go to images.
OJ, does that say OJ Simpson? Hold on, wait. I just want to see if it's OJ
Gotta have
Simpson.
OJ in there.
No, never mind. It's C.O. Simpkins.
Ah,
He didn't like OJ Simpson. He's like,
Yeah.
motherfucker, what's he doing?
hated
A
him.
Bronco.
The blue
Dude.
Chris. The boys.
Boy bands.
Is this the one where they scream behind each other and shit?
Probably.
Or is this the fancy one? This is the fancy one.
The
That's
Boule Society.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, is he in it?
Yeah, I've always thought LeBron. He's got the checkerboard floors and the Blaze
Oh.
Pizza.
That makes perfect sense.
And he does the school that no one goes to.
Okay, yeah,
He does the Masonic symbols before the games.
makes sense.
And
Yeah, he throws out his bad energy.
Yeah. Is that what he says he does?
He took yoga. He took
Nice.
Pilates.
A little secret society action.
He hangs out. He's hanging out with the Pope a couple of weeks ago. Do you like the gray Pope? You
The
follow
gray.
that shit? The Orsini.
Oh,
Santos
yeah, I know what you're talking
Bonacci,
about. I know what you're talking about.
Rosicrucian and shit.
I mean, I'd research that, but I don't
know a lot
follow
about
that
it,
dude.
man. No. But Pepe Orsini is the guy. Sam
Gotcha.
Tripoli
Yeah.
likes Santos Bonacci. When I saw that guy like 15 years ago, I was fucked up. I was like, oh no, what the fuck is that? And then he's like, the Grey Pope.
Yeah.
Orsini, Italian
Yeah.
family. And I saw LeBron, that guy hanging out. LeBron James was like hanging out with this guy, Pepe Orsini.
Yeah.
Supposedly this is like the guy you're not supposed, like the real guy. Like he was watching the outside of his sleeves.
Yeah.
He's got the gay ring and sapphire.
Yeah.
I don't want to bring this guy up. This guy's bad news.
Yeah, we can't mention him.
We'll go down to hell in a basket. Well, what did you find out? What were you finding out about the
Anyway, yeah,
Kool-Aid?
it's just interesting that you have this kind of same structure for all the different groups. So kind of the way that the compromise model works from the 1960s with, Maxwell and company, that's mimicked by Franklin cover-up people, is mimicked by the Epstein model. You've got the same type of thing being done by Diddy, right? Well, in the same structure of like compromising and getting people into these networks. I just think it's another example of like, it doesn't matter which circle that you're in. Like if you're in, black entertainment, if you're in, stand-up comedy, like there's these attempts to kind of manage and control all of these structures. And usually it goes back to not like some kind of extremely Illuminati thing. It's more so like an intelligence, espionage, control type of thing. Because a lot of these groups overlap with intelligence.
Do you did you like did you follow the Isaac Cappy shit?
I did, yeah.
And then the like with Seth Green and the game night and stuff like that?
Yeah, I'm aware of all that, yeah.
That was
it's odd that he, the way he died, that's super suspicious, but
yeah, he was cokey towards the end.
yeah, I thought he was a little wild.
Sounded like every decently well-versed conspiracy guy in Los Angeles on coke.
Which is like, yeah.
Which is
exactly.
everywhere. Yeah, but like, I lived in Los Angeles and I did drugs. And I was like, oh, that guy. That's me some nights. Like, I sound like as a copy. So I was like, and they have Monopoly games. And Dane Cook's there.
Right.
What the fuck would they even ask me where the kids are? That's not a funny joke. I wouldn't make that joke right now. I was like, hey, do you want to see where I keep the kids? Like, it's not a funny joke. I just wouldn't say that kind of shit.
Right. Have you seen Under the Silver Lake?
No.
Oh, you should watch that movie because basically this guy, that's the protagonist in the film. Andrew Garfield's playing the dude who's like coked out hipster conspiracy guy in LA. And he starts like unraveling this vast conspiracy of like billionaires that are having people killed and they're having underground bunkers and all this stuff. And he's like, he's reading it at a level of like decoding old Zelda maps. And he's like tying it into like cereal box covers and like, so it's crazy, but it's actually a really good movie.
It's like he does Finkel's Einhorn, but it's different.
Yeah, right.
His dog lands on like Ellen's head and it's like, Ellen is Anne Heche.
Ellen is Nelly.
He eventually gets to like the boss. It's kind of structured like a video game because they make references to Zelda. So he gets to the final boss, spoiler alert, and it's like an old dude who's like the one old boomer guy that writes all the pop songs. And the guy goes nuts, and the boomer guy's like, I wrote all the songs you listen to. You like Nirvana? That was me. You like Creed? That was me. Right, and the guy has a mental breakdown because he's so invested in pop culture, and it's all fake, right? Anyway.
Creed.
Yeah, right.
He's really into Creed. He's like, you telling me Scott Stapp didn't write that? I'm going to fucking kill myself.
It actually is a pretty good movie, though. But the guy you're talking about, like that
the cookie LA guy.
That's this. Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't alone having these. I wasn't talking to a fucking wall. I wasn't talking to like an unreceptive crowd when I was like, hey, you think Hollywood elites? Hey, this body's under the Getty Museum. And people would be like, oh, yeah, I heard that. It wasn't like uncommon. It was very common. No, whether people I just don't know why the world is this like, you know how in wrestling, the ref that gets hit by a chair and then like so there's a scuffle. And then like the ref gets bumped on the noggin and falls down. And then Stone Cold comes in, kicks the Undertaker, gives him the stunner, puts Mankind on top of him, wakes the ref up. And the ref's like, oh my God, Mankind's beating the Undertaker. 1, 2, 3. Like all the time, everybody's like, so like, Puff Daddy was fucking kids. Everybody was having this conversation for fucking 15 years hard, like every day, all the time, all over the world. And now there's like the fact that anybody to be like, I can't even believe that. That's just too much to believe. It's shocking to me. Blows my mind. I like the idea. I think I'm just more obsessed with everybody being a ref. The
we gotta wake the ref up.
Yeah, it's just always a ref, and that's like, oh well, he won the match. I mean, you see what happened with the ref?
Yeah,
they hit him with the chair. Jimmy Hart threw him a megaphone.
Mm.
I don't know. It's wild.